1991 in South Africa, a high-profile trial happened. This involved a famous person, who some might say is the mother of South Africa, and it was for her involvement in the kidnapping and assault of 4 youths in 1988. One of the victims was a 14-year-old by the name of Stompi Seipei. And this is obviously about the trial of Winnie Madikizela-Mandela. Yo guys, what's up? Today, as you guys heard, I'm talking about the trial of Winnie Madikizela-Mandela. If you guys enjoy the video, make sure you like and subscribe with all notifications on, and comment down below if you want more things related to South African history, since there's not much about it. And comment down below what topic you want me to cover next. Okay. So, Winnie Madikizela-Mandela was obviously famous for being the ex-wife of the first democratic president of South Africa, Nelson Mandela. While he was in prison, she allegedly had an affair with someone, allegedly, but I'm not going to cover what happened during the time that Nelson Mandela was in prison. However, I'm mainly going to be talking about this incident. This actually happened just before Mandela was released from his time in a house arrest in Cape Town. Now, we shall begin. Winnie Mandela, I'm just going to call her Winnie from now on, okay? Winnie and 7 co-accused, including members of the Mandela United Football Club, which was a football club that wasn't a real football club. It was basically a club full of men that posed as football players / soccer players, or sport, what you like, I guess, that basically allegedly were ordered to do heinous crimes by Winnie Mandela, including murdering, kidnapping, and assaulting, basically beating the people. And there was a person who was beaten to near death that was very famous, but this is more famous, so that's why I'm covering it today. Now, these Winnie and these 7 co-accused accused were charged with 4 counts of kidnapping and 4 counts of being an accessory after the fact to assault. Now, the 4 youths were abducted from a Methodist manse or Methodist home, I guess. Well, the manse is where the minister stayed. So let's just leave it like that. They were kidnapped from a Methodist manse and they were transported to her Soweto home. They did this because they suspected them of being police informants. Before I carry on, you might wonder why I am dressed in the same way, background's the same as the previous video. It's because I am recording this video right after the video I just recorded was released, because I felt like it. Okay, back to it. So the 4 youths, like I said, the 4 youths were abducted from a Methodist house, the place where the minister stayed, and they were transported to Soweto home, suspecting them of being police informants. Obviously, police informants in this context is them telling the police about the atrocities done by the Mandela Football Club. The 4 youths were beaten at her home. Testimony were given at the trial by the government, since this was the state that was going against her. The testimonies from the surviving victims alleged that she was present during their beatings. This is where Jerry Richardson comes into play. Jerry Richardson was the coach of the Mandela Football Club, and he would later confess to murdering Stompi Seipei, and he was sentenced to life. The sickening part about the whole thing was really about what they gave Winnie Mandela. Okay, Winnie Mandela was sentenced to 6 years in prison, with those 4 counts of kidnapping and 4 counts of being assaultory after the factual assault. She was sentenced to 6 years for that. However, she appealed, and in 1993, the sentence was reduced to a fine that was equivalent to $3,000 and a 2-year suspended sentence. What really disgusts me is the fact that she was then appointed by her ex-husband, Nelson Mandela, to be the minister of one of the departments. Well, she got fired later on, but still, that was precise the point. And the fact that she got a 2-year suspended sentence is quite upsetting in a way. Okay. And in 1997, during the Truth and Reconciliation Committee, the committee that was run by the government themselves, they actually found more evidence that linked Winnie Mandela to doing things that violated human rights. Basically, they found evidence that accused Mandela of human rights violations, and she would obviously deny these allegations. And so now we come to present day, and there's a new Netflix documentary series that's going to be surrounding this, not only this but the other cases. Because if you don't know, Winnie Madikizela-Mandela was an anti-apartheid activist, and this is even was portrayed in Long Walk to Freedom, with Mandela Long Walk to Freedom, which was a movie starring Idris Elba as Nelson Mandela, where whilst he was in prison, and this was actually part of the trial, she got a lot of people in townships to put tires around people's necks and then set him ablaze whilst alive. I've forgotten the term for it though, but you can do your own research on that. And obviously the beating of a woman because she was gonna tell the police, I suppose. I completely forgot that situation, but I digress. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure, like I said, I don't think I said this. Make sure you like, you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single video / short or song that I release, and comment down below what topic you want me to do next that's involving South African history. Sorry if I repeated that, completely forgot. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.